What's going on, everybody? In today's video, I'm going to show you everything you need to know about hunting in DayZ. Let's get it. Alright guys, so I've been running around trying to find a animal to hunt, and I heard some noises coming from this direction. You might have just been able to hear it. I think I was talking over it. You hear that? So it's kind of faint right now, but if you listen for that noise, it almost sounds like a bark. This is our first step in finding an animal, is that you have to pay attention to the sounds around you. So let's keep going this way, see if we can see anything. I do think I actually see an animal right here. I'll go ahead and zoom in. Yeah, so we do have what looks like a little deer right there. So I want to get a little closer. I want to see if you guys can hear what I've been hearing. I don't know if it's an aggressive call, I don't know if it's a mating call, but step one to tracking and finding animals is simply listening to the game. There's that noise. That time it was louder. Different animals make different noises. Eventually you'll end up learning the calls. The chickens are very easy. A wolf is a very easy noise to recognize. However, sorry, I thought I heard a car. However, some of the deers don't really sound like deers. Okay, I lost him. Oh, there he is in front of the combine. So I'm just gonna creep a little closer. You want to make sure that you're crouched down. Okay, you don't want to spook them. If you spook them, they will run. But once you locate the animal, still a little far. I probably could make that shot, but for the sake of the video, I'm not going to risk it. I'm just going to keep crouching towards them. There he is again. He's barking at me. He may be slightly alerted to me, so I am going to probably take this shot. You're going to want to hold control if you're on PC. If you're on console, I don't know the button, but you're going to want to hold control when you're looking down scope. That's going to hold your breath. I'm going to wait for him to poke his head back up, and when he does, I'm going to take the shot. If he ever pokes his head back up. Here we go. Hold control. Take the shot. And he's done. Okay, let's go harvest our kill. Alright, here we go. Beautiful. Beautiful little animal. Okay, so now I wanted to actually introduce this part of the video before I killed an animal, but really all you're gonna need is a knife. We can get into cooking and things like that in a different video. This video is just simply about finding animals, killing those animals, and then harvesting the meat, the guts, the bones, and things like that from those animals. What you do with those things is completely up to you. I assume that you're gonna want to cook the food. But all you need to do is bring the hunting knife. What's going on, guys? I just wanted to jump in here real quick. While I was editing the video, I realized I didn't really explain. It could be any knife. It doesn't have to be just a hunting knife. It could be a machete, the hunting knife, obviously, kitchen knife. It could even be a stone knife. So any sort of sharp object in DayZ should work. I think the only one that doesn't would be an axe or a fire axe. So I just wanted to jump in and make sure that I made that very clear. It does not have to be the hunting knife. It could be any sort of knife. All right, let's get back to the video. We turn my, on the bottom left here, I turned my UI back on. You can see on the bottom left it says hold left mouse button to skin and quarter. Again, on console, not really sure what that's going to be, but we're going to go ahead and start skinning and quartering this roebuck. Listening to the beautiful sounds. Alright, so what did we get? Well, we got a pelt. Unless you're playing on a modded server or anything like that, the pelt's really not going to be any good for you. Technically, you can turn it into a backpack. However, I think finding a backpack's probably easier than turning this into a backpack. What you really want is the fat and the meat. This is the good stuff. Fun fact though, if you're really hurting for rope, you can combine rope with a sharp object. I'm sorry. Not rope. You can combine guts with a sharp object and it'll actually turn it into rope. So if you're trying to go fishing, killing an animal is a really good way to go fishing because you can combine the rope with a stick and that makes a fishing rod, and then you can carve the bones into fishing hooks and there you go. Now you're fishing. But you want the fat and you want the meat. And I got a really good harvest there actually. All this meat is really looking really good as far as the oh, it's almost all 100%. Wow. Okay, so now you're basically set for a while. You could cook this food. If you have a pot, you can throw some water. I'm sorry, if you have a pot, you can throw the fat into it. The fat will act as an oil, if you will. To cook the meat, you can eat the fat. It's super high in calories. The meat is really good for you in this game as well. It will give you plenty of calories, and it'll get you on your way. So I think what I'm gonna do from here is I'm gonna start wandering around and just listening. And when I find my next animal, I'll let you guys know. See you in a bit. Chicken. There he is, right here. So I know it was quick. Oh, look at him go! Look at him go. So I know it was quick. He didn't really alert me too much. Typically chickens you can hear from quite a while. However, I must have startled him. As soon as I heard him, I turned and he was right there. So listen to the noise. Okay, hopefully it's picking it up pretty well. That's very obviously a chicken. Now here's the thing, with the bigger animals and with the aggressive animals, you're gonna want a gun, right? With a roebuck, the first animal I killed, you could probably realistically kill that with an axe or a sledgehammer. You'd have to chase them around quite a bit. However, with a bigger animal, you're definitely going to want to bring it down with a gun. With an aggressive animal, like a wolf or a bear, you're going to want to really shoot a lot. But with these little guys, you really don't need to use anything other than your fists. Or a knife to make it easier. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come up, start slashing this guy, and boom, there we go. Not going to give us a ton of meat, but you know what? It is going to give us some. Again, I'm going to use my trusty knife. And there we go. We got a couple chicken breasts. This time they weren't perfect. And we got a couple bones. So again, if fishing was something that we wanted to do, we got a couple more bones. We could use the rope from the animal that we had before. And, you know, between fishing and hunting, I think we'd be pretty set on food. So if you think you hear an animal, I'm going to wrap this video up because really that's about it. There's different animals that I could show you guys, but just as you're wandering around, listen to the noises around you. That's really, there's no real way to track animals. They don't leave footprints as far as I know. It's just all about sound. When you feel like the sound is getting closer, I highly recommend that you start crouching, because the animals, especially like the deer and the bigger elk and things like that, will get scared off pretty easily. The domestic animals like the pigs and the goats and the cows, they won't really get scared off. So those are really easy animals to kill as well. But yeah, it's mostly just about trying to listen for the animal. And when you find it, kill it. Just make sure that you have a knife on you. And then you got some food to cook. So I appreciate it, guys. If you like this video, if this video helped you out at all, my channel is so incredibly new. At the time of recording this, I literally only have 1 subscriber. This is my second video, my second guide. So if you guys could smash that like button, maybe throw me a follow, and drop a comment, maybe a video that you would like to see in the future, I would greatly appreciate it. A small channel like myself, literally any interaction on the video helps with the YouTube algorithm. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you on the next one. Have a wonderful day and keep on surviving.